Episode 286. Gilmore continues her patrol of the miscellaneous corners of Eorzea, while waiting for news about the primal hanging over Baelsar's wall. She climbed all the way to the top of Enix trying to get a better view of the area, survey and whatnot, but it's kind of hard to tell if there's any trouble going on when this high up. It's a nice view though. Maybe she'd have a better chance at finding trouble or quelling trouble over in Idleshire. We just finished helping out the dragons here, so we're moving on to helping out another society. Or rather, helping out a few other societies. 3 or 4 or maybe more. We're finally doing the inter-societal quest for Heavensward. All of our Heavensward societies are maxed out, which means we can finally take on one of these quests here. Whichever one we unlocked. Which one is it? Actually, which one is it? I'm pretty sure it's here in Idleshire, and I'm pretty sure I have it unlocked. Let's just talk to people until we find it. That's not it. That's probably not it. Nor that. Anything that rewards a leveling gear probably doesn't actually lead into the intersocietal quests, nor this. No, not that. That's the one. Okay, there we go. It's the only level 61 too. Yeah. And we're gonna continue wearing the silly, sort of silly, kind of silly Halloween outfit up until the end of October, which is gonna be for a few more episodes. Hopefully this doesn't look too silly while in the cutscenes. I guess the only really silly part about it is that the white hair doesn't exactly look like, well, the white hair makes it look more like a costume. Without the white hair, it just looks like kind of normal clothes, sort of. I don't know. I do like the outfit, though. Pishkaw. Uplander comes at perfect time. Deft Arm. Oh, wait. Deft Arm was just here, looking for Uplander. Something about new busy deals that Deft Arm would be making. Busy deals for which Deft Arm is needing Uplander's aid. Well, damn. I guess we missed Deft Arm because we were hanging out on top of the building at Enix Shrine. Maybe if we were on ground level, he would have found us. Must be big busy deals, thinks Drydox, because Deft Arm was running here and there, like wild wildebeest. Uplander is master to Deft Arm, yes? Uplander should make quick feet to Village of Walkybugs, help pupil. Okay. Oh, I have the music turned off. That's why it's so quiet. Well, it's on now. And back to the Durranian Forelands we go. These are the Forelands, right? You begin in the Forelands and end in the Hinterlands, right? Yeah. It's hard to know which way is forward and backward, or fore and hinter, considering that they settled in the Hinterlands, and if they were the ones to name it, the Ishgardians, no, not the Ishgardians, what is this called again? The Sharlians. If the Sharlians settled over here, then you might think that they call this place the Forelands and this place the Hinterlands. But I guess it doesn't really matter. Deft Arm, what have you got for us? Excuse our appearance, we're still serious today. I guess we do kind of look the part of I don't know, master to this guy. Like, we're very businesslike with the tie and the gloves and the hat, sort of. I don't know. Click click, master, you return, and not a moment too soon. I have come upon a tremendous opportunity to further expand our Adventurers Guild, and I would seek your aid in seeing it to fruition. I was consulting with Vidofnir some days ago, when she spoke to me of another tribe that might benefit from our services. I believe she called them Moggles. Yep, that's it. Something like that, at least. As she told it, these furry creatures make their home in the Turning Mists, where they now toil day and night to rebuild a great and ancient plaza, with the aid of dragons and men. Surely, such an industrious tribe would have much in common with myself and my compatriots. Very much indeed. Yes, I simply must make the acquaintance of these. What were they called again? You got it right the first time. Mongols. Ah, yes, Mughals. I trust that a great adventurer like yourself is on good terms with these Mughals, Master. You will introduce me to them, yes? Click, click. 1,000 thank yous, Master. The success of our guild has brought much prosperity to our colony, but a true hero does not rest on his laurels. This is a lesson I have learned from observing you, Master. Yes, one of many. Master and student, striking out on adventure once more. My heart pounds in anticipation. Let us make for the turning mist without delay. I shall race you there. I don't think this guy knows how to teleport, so there's no way he's gonna beat us. Absolutely no way. I mean, NPCs just kind of fade in and out of existence and teleport directly there. So he probably beat us, right? Damn, he's so quick. Click, click. I have never been above the clouds before, Master. The sight is simply breathtaking. So breathtaking. That said, these Mughals are curious creatures. How do they stay airborne on such tiny wings? Whatever purpose do those glowing spheres attached to their heads serve? Very curious indeed. At any rate, if they are in need of an adventurer, I am happy to offer them my aid. The palms are for eating. You should try eating them. They love it when you do that. We don't need T-Rex. We have a very special glamour that uses a fancy new X. I'm glad it's a bright and beautiful day over here, because we're about to get a cutscene, I imagine. Got a few more Eorzean hours before night falls. Probably gonna end this quest line while it's nighttime or something. Can never have it daytime throughout the entire video. That's just how the timing works in this game. Nothing to do about the quest, so we'll just talk to Mogson. Kupopo, you would introduce to us a pupil of yours, you say? I thought I was your only pupil. Oh yeah, I guess we're also master to this one. Well, we don't exactly boss around the Vanu Vanus, so the streak is broken there. Could it be that I'm not as special as I thought I was, Kupo? Not a pupil in the art of crafting, but of adventure. And like myself, he is not of your kind. Color me confused. But if this pupil of yours can help to lighten our load, I see no reason to refuse his aid, Kupo. Kupo-po, whatever have we here? Those hard scales, those claws, that puny body. Are you some kind of lesser dragon, Kupo? Click, click. I am no dragon, and I am certainly not lesser. I am the deft arm of Los Asves, an adventurer come to offer my services. In return for due recompense, I will perform any task you desire, no matter how perilous. What say you, my Moogle friend? Kupo-po, you don't look like any adventurer I've seen, but hard workers are always welcome at Mogcombe. That said, we are a community of builders. If you lack crafting skills, I feel I can only offer you menial tasks. Collecting rubbish, cracking Kupo nuts, etc. It's not a glamorous job, but someone has to do it, Kupo. That sounds like an adventurer's job. Click, click. Collecting. Very well. Consider your Kupo nuts as good as cracked. Yeah, sometimes that's a job. We already taught him this lesson during his society quest. Did you see how quickly he agreed to take on those tedious tasks? I've taken a liking to this one already. We'll have to prepare a very special welcome for his return. In true Moogle fashion. Kupo-po. Thought you were done with that nonsense. But I almost forgot. Harrison wanted a word with you, Komoi. Why don't you pay him a visit? Now I must be off to prepare a special surprise for our new friend. Yeah, make an exploding Kupo nut. Bright and beautiful day. Okay. We talked to you before. Now what do you want with us? Ah, Komoy, 'tis a pleasure to see you again. I see that it is not merely the Moogles and the dragons who would hold you in the highest of esteem. Yes, I knew you were different from the moment I first laid eyes upon you. If you will indulge this old man once more, there's a small favor I would ask of you as well. It concerns our mutual friend Oldie. It would seem Guldenbursty has taken him under his tutelage, in hopes of teaching him to roar like a mighty dragon. But the little one's efforts have yet to bear fruit. I tried to reason with him, why, by his own admission, even the greatest of dragons often need 100 years to muster their strengths. But the stubborn lad was having none of it. He insisted that he could not afford to wait, for you see, he means to show off his roar to his dear friend Mogson, and he has recently learned that Moogles are not blessed with the longevity of dragons. Recently learned. He made me promise to keep this a secret from Mogson, but he said nothing of you. Might you be so kind as to offer him a few words of encouragement? I'm certain they would carry more weight, coming from a brave adventurer, than a mere artisan such as myself. Okay, we'll scream at him. We'll show him how it's done. Komoy is very good at screaming, probably. You will pay Oldie a visit and rally his spirits, will you not, friend? It would mean ever so much to the lad. So you're trying to learn how to scream, huh? Oh, Komoy, what brings you to Barlas? Let me guess, you too have come to watch the puny, pathetic Oldie bring disgrace and dishonor to the name of dragons everywhere. Oldie is clearly not his typical confident self. Mayhap there is something you might do to lift the dragonette's spirits. Yeah, scream at him. What if I never learn to roar like my brother and Guldenbursty? Am I doomed to live out my years as a worthless runt? Let's see, where is the scream emote? There it is. Oh no, Komoy, you're not vocalizing your scream. Despite your best efforts, Oldie remains mired in his deep malaise. Is there aught else you might do to rally his spirits? Okay, fine. Oh, it wasn't targeting him. There we go. Komoy, but of course you speak true. A proud dragon does not stew and sulk when there is work to be done. Just watch. The next time we meet, my roar will be as mighty as that of Hracefelker himself. I do hope Guldenbursty is not cross with me for running off. Mission accomplished. Easiest mission in the world. Intersocietal quest done. Oldie's back to his old self, you say? Warms this old man's heart to hear it. I knew I'd choose the right lass for the job. Truly you stand as a model to dragon, Moogle, and man alike. Speaking of which, your pupil is yet to return from his task. I'm sure it won't be much longer, but in the meantime, I dare say you've earned yourself a rest. Why not warm yourself by the fire while we wait? If you say so. You've done enough work for the time being, friend. Why don't you go warm yourself by the fire while we wait for your pupil to return? When did they do this up? I seem to remember that it was just like a dingy-looking pile of rocks or something. Never really took notice when it changed. It still got the seesaws though. Those are always there. No one here to play seesaw with. Want to play seesaw? Click, click. My arms ache fiercely. Very fiercely. I don't need your arms for seesaw, just your legs. I thought I had long since left this shell-breaking busy work behind, but it would seem that only crafters are trusted with important tasks in this place. Do not ask me, mind you, what those important tasks might be. These Moogles spend more time flying about, pulling each other's palms, than doing anything resembling actual labor. But forgive my griping, Master. I will go report to Master Mogson. Feels like we're putting this one out on parole or something. Making sure he's behaving. He's a good lad, though. He doesn't need a warden like us. Click, click. I am done with my task. The rocks that littered your plaza will plague you no more, and your Kupo nuts are cracked and fit for consumption. Do you have nothing to say? I said that I picked your damn, those accursed rocks and cracked every last Kupo nut. Every last one. You can say damn, Deft Arm. You're allowed. Okay. Surprise! Did my oh so clever creation fool you? Your exasperated expression tells me that it did, Kupo. It's so lifelike, especially the palm. Kind of hauntingly so. I planted the fur hair by hair and added a few tufts of cloud mallow to make the palm float. I dare say it's as lifelike as I am, Kupo. I mean, they just reused the model and made it uncannily stand still, I guess. But it's a neat effect. The only difference is a hammer in its hand, but no one notices, Kupo. Yes, I can say without a doubt that this will go down in Moogle history as one of Mogzin's most prodigious pranks ever. Prodigious. Oh, and good work, by the by. Next time we have some rubbish that needs picking up or Kupo nuts that need cracking, rest assured you'll be the first one we call, Kupo. Click click. I've never been so insulted in my life. I toil and trudge from dusk till dawn for you, and you repay me with this mockery? I take umbrage at this. Great umbrage. Don't know what umbrage means, but I guess it means offense. Probably. Yeah. But don't take it as offense, Deft Arm. This is just how they show that they like you. It's like a cat doing a cat punch to your face, or something like that. Probably. It's not hazing. Definitely. Whatever is the matter? Surely you have heard that it is through our clever pranks that we Moogles show our appreciation and affection for our Enough. I came here to lend my aid as an adventurer, not play errand boy for a group of slackers who wouldn't know what hard work was if it came and ripped those ridiculous palms off their heads. Slackers, Kupo. I'll have you know that we Mogmenders have restored Barles to a glory not seen in generations. You take that back, Kupo. Take it back this instant. Friends, you must come quickly. Glenbursky has gone mad. Why, he is nearly torched down, or torched an unwitting Temple Knight. I scarcely escaped with my own life. What is this? A dragon seized with anger bodes ill indeed. Come, boy. Mogzin, we must look into this at once. An angry dragon? Aye, but no. The Deft Arm will not falter. Wherever you go, Master, I will follow. Lead the way. And I guess Mogzin's just going to sit here, lazy as always. The masterfully crafted mannequin holds Mogzin's old hammer in its remarkably lifelike palm. No reaction. Oh, you know what? I haven't really used it since I unlocked it, but we should use Alto more often. Let's just kind of change our macro a little bit. Let's see. How do you spell Alto? Is that right? 2 L's, okay. And macro. And another O. There we go. Since we're helping the dragons and all that. I vaguely remember how this plotline goes, but I don't remember how it connects all up. Click, click. Never before have I sensed such anger, such rage. The urge to run consumes me, but I must resist. Have mercy, Golden Bursty. I promise to be a better student from now on. Worry not. The man got the breath knocked out of him, but he still lives. What is the meaning of this, Golden Bursty? You promised to keep Barlas safe from harm. Now you return against us and our friends, Kupo? Have mercy, Golden Bursty. Surely these men and Moogles have done nothing to incur your ire. Something is gravely amiss. I see naught but pure animal rage in the dragon's eyes. Please stop this, Golden Bursty. I beg of you. Well, I don't remember that plot point. I guess I only remember one plot point, like one character. Thank you, my friends. I owe you my life. What in the name of the good king happened here, Kupo? I'm not entirely sure myself. I just arrived to seek Golden Bursty's wisdom concerning the restoration effort, when all of a sudden, we were set upon by a masked man, brandishing an imposing firearm. Golden Bursty was struck by a bullet in the course of the battle, after which the man made a swift retreat. Just when I thought we were safe, the dragon turned upon me with a terrifying gaze, and unleashed a mighty roar. The next thing I knew, I was lying right where you found me. Inconceivable. The Golden Bursty I know would never act with such mindless savagery. The masked assailant you speak of did something to our friend. I just know it. I'll see that he suffers for his deeds. Calm yourself, oldie. If we put our palms together... No, wait, that's not Terracin. I saw a master and thought it was Terracin, but Mogzin is also a master. That was just his best Terracin impression. Calm yourself, oldie. If we put our palms together, we'll get to the bottom of this in no time. Now, why don't the two of us go in search of Golden Bursty, Kupo? Not so fast, my dear Mogzin. We must tend to this man's wounds, and besides, it would be unwise to dash off without forming a proper plan of attack. Let us return to Barlas for the moment, and consider our next course of action with due care. Sun's setting already, but I guess we got a good enough thumbnail in the form of that raging dragon while the sun was out. Looks like this is the first quest done here. We haven't even looped in the Vanu Vanu. The Goondu? The Goondu, the Voondu, Zundu. I know this. Hang on, I don't have to open the menu. They are... the ones that we directly interact with are... the Zundu. Well, they're just called the Vanu Vanu, but when we catch up with them, I'm sure they'll be called the Zundu. The madness in those eyes. That was not the Golden Bursty I know. That masked man is behind this somehow. I'm certain of it. Who is this mysterious masked man? I cannot say for sure what madness has taken Golden Bursty, but it bodes ill for our well-being here. We must take action, and swiftly. And yet first, we must needs formulate a plan. Click, click. This is a troubling development indeed, but we'll get through this, won't we, Master? After all, we are adventurers, are we not? Yes, adventurers we are. Well, I guess there's your exciting adventurer job. You asked for it. What happened to the Mogzin clone? I guess someone stole it. Well, one thing is clear. This is no time to be bickering amongst ourselves, Kupo. We must put our palms together and figure out what has become of Golden Bursty. Indeed, indeed. I refuse to accept that he turned on us of his own accord. We must find him and free him from his madness. Indeed, we must, little one. And yet, we must also find out precisely what fate has befallen our friend, and what we might do to cure him, lest any future encounters prove perilous indeed. I believe our first course of action should be to track down this masked assailant, that we might ascertain the truth behind all that has transpired. Wise counsel indeed. And yet, that sounds like a positively perilous proposition in its own right, Kupo. Who might we know that would be up to the task? Yes, who might we know indeed? Who would do a job so dangerous, put their life at risk, for just scraps of money and experience? If only we knew an adventurer like that. Have you ever seen a dragon so angry, Master? I had not until now, and I'm scared. Come on, we're trying to prop you up here. You're supposed to be the brave adventurer, taking on any job. Same dialogue. Same dialogue. Okay, and on to the next quest. I think there were 4 quests here. Considering we only did 1 quest just now, this might actually extend into a second episode unless I make this like 90 minutes or something. I guess we'll play it by ear. Komoi, I would beseech the aid of you and your deft-armed disciple, Kupo. Pray pursue the masked marauder, and find out the truth behind the madness that has taken Golden Bursty. Click, click. Now this is a task worthy of an adventurer. Mark my words, my Moogle friend. Master and I will track down this mysterious and dangerous foe. 1,000 thank yous, Kupo. Might I suggest that you start by asking around here in Barles? Perhaps some of them have heard or seen of something, have heard or seen something of the masked man, of the man we seek. They don't always say masked man, sometimes it's just man. As for myself and Old E, we will see what we might learn about Golden Bursty's current whereabouts. Terracin, might I trouble you to watch over the plaza while we are away? You would suggest that a greybeard like myself can offer naught else to your cause? Oh ho ho, but I jest. Rest assured that you will find not a single stone out of place on your return. Go in safety, friend Mogson. At last, Master, a task worthy of our skills. Let us split up. See what we can learn about this masked villain. I shall question the Moogles in this area. Would you be so kind as to speak to those gathered around the fountain? We can meet up here when our tasks are done. Share what we have learned. In my younger days, I would have been ill content to stay behind while my companions were out adventuring. But today, these old bones could use a respite. And between you and this left arm, Mogson and Oldie, I know that the matter is in capable hands. Have you spoken to the Moogles and Knights around the fountain? As for me, my own investigation is still in progress. Let us meet up here when we have learned all there is to learn. Okay, no flavor text there. But Harrison had some pretty good flavor text about his younger days, I guess. Why are you quavering? What's wrong? Did I see a masked man, you ask? Did I ever, Kupo? He strolled in brandishing that fearsome firearm of his, and started picking off lesser dragons left and right. And then when the coast was clear, he dashed off toward old Golden Bursty's place. Why didn't I follow him? I prefer my palm attached to my head, thank you very much. If you're going after him, I'd encourage you to be very, very careful. I don't know what he's up to, but I can assure you it's no good, Kupo. If you do come across that masked man, you didn't hear anything from me. They say it's a promise. Pretty please, Kupo? No. Who else has seen our mysterious masked villain? Perhaps the garrulous Temple Knight? Everyone else seems to be doing just fine, even though there was apparently a masked man shooting up the plaza, or nearby the plaza. The masked man? Sure, I saw him. Exchanged a few words with him, for that matter. He asked if I knew of any particularly ancient and formidable dragons in the area. So I directed him to Gullenbursty. And you didn't think this was strange? I shouldn't say that though, because we ourselves look very strange, and these people help us out all the time, despite our strange nature. Gullenbursty's been attacked, you say? The Fury take me. I do hope that wasn't my fault. Everyone in these parts knows Gullenbursty. If I hadn't been the one to tell the masked man, he would have found out from one of my colleagues in due time. If anything, I saved them the trouble and the anguish of being the one responsible. Surely you agree? Keep telling yourself that. This guy will never sleep well at night again. Click click, I see. So it would seem that this mass marauder set his sights on Gullenbursty for his power and puissance. Puissance? Charlian puissance. Interesting. Very interesting. From my own questionings, I have learned that our quarry has since been sighted in Somal. It would seem he has already left the turning mist behind. We must give chase, yes, and return to the surface. On the way, I would pay a brief visit to Los Asvas. I would share this news with the storyteller, and see what wisdom he might share with us. And with that, let us see whose legs are faster. I shall race you there, master. Damn, we know he's gonna cheat. Use his old NPC tricks. I still have never learned which is the faster teleport. Faster to teleport to this Aetheryte or this one over here, and then fly over to the vast colony. This one is shorter distance-wise, but you have to do that weird flying over the wall trick that I just did. So flying upwards maybe sets it off more than the distance from here to here. I don't know. I'll never know. Unless I use the timings in my video or something. The Death Dog. I have not seen him. Could it be that the One Mind once again calls out to him? But no. Even were it so, that one's mind has grown too strong. Still, I worry. Pray find him, that our minds may rest easy. Here we go again. Deft Arm, not where we expect to find him. I guess we won the race, though. The Deft Arm will never again fall prey to the whispers of the One Mind. This I know, and believe without doubt. Still, I worry for his safety. Pray find him, adventurer. What could be keeping him, if not the One Mind? Maybe he's doing a fate or something, like a true adventurer. Gotta get those bicolor gemstones. Although that's not what they reward for the fates in Heavensward. I guess they only do that starting in, I think Shadowbringers? Bicolor gemstones? There you are. Oh, helping out Drydocks. That's right, Drydocks sent us out on this quest. Although Drydocks really had nothing to do with the quest. We don't really help the goblins out because we helped them out in the raid, so... I guess Drydocks is just like a cameo or something. Ishkar. Drydocks was hunting for Naka eggs when wonky bugs calling themselves the One Mind. Sneaky stepped up from behind. Started shooting their shooty sticks. Deft Arm came. Saved Drydocks from becoming holy cheese. Oh, Swiss cheese. Funny. Click click. Forgive me, master. On my way to Los Asvas, I found Drydocks here in distress, surrounded by the One Mind. I did only what any adventurer would do, what any adventurer must do. Yes, but you lost the race. This is why you're still the pupil. Pishkaw. Drydocks was hunting for Nonka eggs when wonky bugs calling themselves the One Mind. Sneaky stepped up from behind. This is the exact same dialogue. They reused this dialogue for the non-quest dialogue that we just did. I think this is the first time that I've ever encountered this particular problem. It's not really a problem, it's just a weird way that the dialogue works. Sometimes they do repeat the last thing that they say as part of their flavor dialogue. But in this case, they're repeating the thing that they're going to say before they say it as their quote-unquote flavor dialogue. It doesn't matter. I'm the only one that cares about this. There was something strange about these One Mind Master. They were not the One Mind I know. The One Mind you two have seen. They strike with perfect precision, but these ones, they set upon us with a savage and almost uncontrollable rage. Strange. Very strange. Now that Deftdar mentions it... No, that's Drydock speaking. Now that Deftdar mentions it, I actually don't know what voice Drydox has in my head. I didn't really decide it at the beginning of the episode, and then when we started talking to him here, I completely forgot what he had at the beginning of the episode, and it doesn't matter. I'm the only one that cares about this. Now that Deftdar mentions it, Drydox heard sound before Walkybug's attack. It went boom. But it was not the boom of Walkybug's shooty sticks. No, it was much, much scarier. Drydox heard it from the forest as well. Did you hear that, Master? There can be no doubt of it. Our quarry is up to something here as well. We must make for the forest. Yes, to Tailfeather. Worry not. I will tell the storyteller that we are safe from harm. Please go visit Marsatamp and see if all is well. I will join you with all speed. Deftarm looks as happy as Drydox does when she finds a trove of knock eggs. Okay, Drydox is a female. I did not remember that. Drydox is happy for Deftarm, but worries for his safety. Uplander will be careful too, yes? I don't remember at what point we actually met Drydox in the main story. There are so many different kobolds we interacted with, including the kobolds that were involved in the quest for Alexander. But I guess the main one would have been the leader of the colony, which isn't Drydox. It was like the golden-looking goblin whose name I forgot. Drydox is just like another one of them, I guess. I'm sure Drydox did something important in the story that I'm forgetting. Because I remember the name Drydox, just not where it's from. I remember Marsatamp though, kind of a friend to Assail. At least for a brief period. Before she turned heretic, I think. Or even while she was a heretic. I don't remember. Oh, look who's back. What brings you to Tailfeather, friend? That Deftarm got you on another wild chocobo chase, I reckon? Something like that. We chase something far more frightful than chocobos, Marsatamp. I come on behalf of the Mughals of Marcombe. I ask you, have you encountered a masked man brandishing a gun in this forest? Afraid I have indeed, as much as I'd like to say otherwise. See, the man's been making quite a name for himself in these parts, and it ain't a good one. I had the misfortune of running into him myself not hours ago. He came here, you say? Where did he go? You must tell me, Marsatamp. I must know. Listen to me, Deftarm, and listen well. If you know what's good for you, you'll walk out of here the way you came, and forget anything and everything you ever heard about that man. Or you ever heard or saw about that man. The man you're after is an adventurer, but not one of the nice ones like your master here. Nice ones? Us. Do we look nice to you? I mean, I guess we look pretty nice, yeah. Anyway. He's nothing short of the most ruthless assassin Targrim has ever seen. A cold-blooded killer, who's never met a job too dirty or too dangerous for his liking. Nor one he has failed to carry out with lethal perfection. Never failed, huh? Not even once? An adventurer, you say? Why, who better to pursue this man than Master and myself? Yes, this is our duty, our calling. Did you hear a single bloody word Sometimes I don't even know why I bloody try. Worry not, Marsatamp. Your words of warning have not fallen on deaf ears, only Deftarm's, har. But I am the Deftarm, and I must do what needs to be done. Is that not so, Master? If you're itching to get your head blown off your shoulders, who am I to stop you? Your man was last seen heading for the western highlands of Cortes. Just don't come crying to me when the hunter becomes hunted. Thank you, friend, and worry not. Between Master and myself, we'll be more than a match for this masked menace. Mind you, Master, I do not wish to rely overmuch on your aid. I accepted this job from the Mughals, and I intend to see it done with my own hand. That said, I would ask you to accompany me for moral support. You understand, yes? Yeah, we'll do it. Excellent. And with that, let us be off to Quartus. Perhaps our friend Jantalo will have some news for us upon our arrival. Yes, surely he will. One watchful eye over the left arm, because we're wearing the eye patch. What were Mogson and Old D doing? Were they looking for Golden Bursty? Don't remember how we split up the tasks. And this seems to be the second quest done. I guess that was about another 20-15 minutes. We might get the third quest done within another 20-15 minutes. So maybe I go on long this episode just for the society quest. Inter-societal quest. Put them all in one episode. That maybe makes sense. But these last two quests could be pretty heavily loaded, with dialogue and cutscenes and all that stuff. I guess once we reach the hour mark, I'll decide then. This might be the last time we ever visit the Convictory here. I should be glad though, because it's quite a ways away from any Aetherite. One of the longest distances to travel when doing a quest for anyone, I guess. Ah, 'tis you. Forgive me, but a pressing matter requires my undivided attention at the moment. If you need something of me, pray return to me on the morrow. Click, click. Please listen, Jantalo. For a pressing matter requires our attention as well. Yes, very pressing. On behalf of the Mughals of Malcolm, we have come to Quartus in pursuit of a certain adventurer. He wears a mask on his face, and wields a pistol in his hand. Perhaps you have seen such a man? Seen him, you say? I caught a glimpse. I arrived just in time to see him nigh blast the head off one of my loyal men, before commandeering our brand new mana cutter, and flying off in it to the fury knows where. You will forgive me if I am somewhat on edge. We scrimped and saved what little coin we could muster, and waited months on end until this vessel was available, only to see it spirited away from us the self-same day. All while I could do nothing but look on like a helpless half-wit. At least I emerged from the episode unscathed, which is more than I can say for my subordinate. Serves him right, though. Maybe when his wounds heal, he'll think twice before picking a fight with a hardened criminal in a Calum tree wine-induced stupor. You heard me right. Ridiculous mask or no, that man isn't one to be trifled with. I know not how well these Mughals are paying you, but I highly doubt that the reward is worth your life. They're really building this guy up. Must be the real deal. Click, click. This is not a matter of coin, but one of trust and duty. What is an adventurer worth if his word counts for nothing? Nothing, I say. Yes, the deft one will see this job done. Now tell me, which way did the masked man go? Ha, you have spirit. I'll give you that. Adventuring sounds to be a thankless job, but I wish you the best in it. You're a man, and I'm mana cutter. We're last sighted heading for the Sea of Clouds. Do try to stay alive, won't you? Click, click. Thank you, friend, and worry not for me. The deft arm has the courage and conviction of 100 of your men. We will see this merciless marauder brought to justice. You don't suppose this masked man truly is as dangerous as our friends suggest, do you, Master? I cannot help but feel that, they are underestimating our abilities. Anyhow, let us confer in private and form a plan of attack. They're not underestimating our abilities. This guy's just the real deal, really. I can't get these guys flavor dialogue because they have a quest in the way. Not this guy nor Marzachamp. Oh well. There we go, the Vanu Vanu. What say you, Master? Reaching the Sea of Clouds is as simple as traveling northeast and hopping on the back of a Congamado. But wherever should we go from there? Is there anyone in that distant land that might aid us in our quest? We know a guy, a few hundred guys, and their leader. The Vanu Vanu? That's right, I got it right, the Vanu Vanu, okay. Because the Goondu... no wait. No, hang on, they haven't told us yet. I'm still saying that it's the, no, it should be the Zundu. The Vundu were the villains, the Goondu were the good guys, and the Zundu were the guys beneath the good guys. Because they were literally living on an island closer to the ground than the other guys. That was my mnemonic, I guess. Anyway, I guess we'll learn in a moment. The island of Okundu Naki. These names and sounds are unfamiliar to me. To have won the trust and friendship of a tribe I have not so much as heard of, let alone seen. Once again I am beside myself with admiration, Master. As your devoted pupil, I am eager to earn their trust as well. To the Sea of Clouds, Master. I shall race you there. Another race. So far we're tied, I guess. He won one, we won the other one. This might be the tiebreaker. Actually, on a related note to the societal quest things, the Halloween event that we just did a couple episodes ago, it seems like they're doing that to do some extra stuff, well, a little bit of extra flavor stuff. For not the societal quest, but the, what are they called? The role quest from Dawn Trail. All of the NPCs that you hung out with that were hanging out in the event area when I went there on my main character. So obviously there would be no characters for Komor to see, but it was neat seeing all of those guys just kind of meeting up in Eorzea all the way across the sea. Fun little moment. There you are. Right. For some reason I thought this would be the quest marker for one of these guys, like the same quest marker hanging over that one. But yeah, it was just Death Dorm. He's just so small compared to these other guys. This might be quest-specific dialogue. I guess so. Komoi returns to us as a warm spring breeze after a long winter. And you could not have come at a better time, for tonight we shall feast. Oh, it is quest-specific dialogue. This is a feast. Master, you must save me. I had just arrived on these shores when these monstrous bird creatures, captured me. I think they mean to eat me. You honor us with your return, Komoi. We will celebrate your arrival with a great feast. Look here. Funny Murakamba stumbles into our trap, like clumsy Paisa falling into sinkhole. A strange one it is, but surely tasty. Bring shellcracker. Linu Vanu shall knead its meat into his specialty cat's foot chew. Oh wait, hang on. This is Linu Vanu. No wait, I was giving him the voice of his sister, whose name is Linu something? Or did they have the same last name? Well, she's about to be involved in the quest, I guess we'll find out. Your pupil, you say? Oh, forgive me, Komoi. Linu Vanu owes you apologies as innumerable as the stars in the night sky. Release the Netherling's bite-sized friend at once. One single bite, huh? He's not that small. Wait, does that make us bite-sized? Probably even half bite-sized. I see. Linu Vanu shares your struggle and your pain, and wishes he could be evade. But such a person is not known to Linu Vanu or the Goondu. Deeply sorry is Linu Vanu. It is with shame and heavy heart that Linu Vanu speaks his own worries. but Linuvanu fears for his sister. Linuvali, that was her name. They do have the same first name, or whatever you would call it. Linuvali departs Okundunaki in search of ideas for new dance. Linuvanu waits and waits, but she does not return. Linuvanu fears storm clouds are brewing. They are, for Stormblood, the upcoming expansion. But don't worry, we'll clear these ones up in a jiffy. Master, if the masked man is behind this Linuvali may be in grave danger, very grave. We should go quickly, yes? Yeah, let's go. Komori and Apprentice are like shining sun to chase away the clouds of Linuvanu's anxious heart. If Linuvanu knows his sister, you are like to find her in Vorsian Saran. Go in safety, my friends. Thank you for saving me, Master. I am unfamiliar with this cat's foot chew, but I would prefer not to be chewed up all the same. I must say, I find these Vanu somewhat intimidating. Anyhow, let us be off for whatever it was. You and me both. I can never remember all the names or the differences between the tribe names. So what were these? Ok Gundu Naki? Damn it, they're the Gundu. I thought these guys were the Zundu and these were the Gundu. At least I know who the Vundu are, but those ones are easy. The Vundu are these ones. But yeah, the Gundu are the ones on the lower ledge, and the Zundu are these ones, I guess. I'll probably need like a new mnemonic if I want to memorize that, but this might be the last time we ever talk to them. Komori and Apprentice are too kind to assist Linuvanu in search for Linuvali. Go in safety to Vorsian Saran, and please tell your friend that he need not worry about being eaten. At least not by Linuvanu. Omura Kampa. One of these guys, right? I guess I can kinda see the resemblance. No wait, that's a Omura. That's a Omura Kampa, before it's metastasized, or whatever the term is. Yeah, there's a better similarity there. A clearer likeness. I think this should be the last time we have to go this far across the Sea of Clouds. It really is a pain whenever doing the society quests over here. Whenever they make you go all the way across the map over here, or all the way to this island like they often do. But this is the last time. It's almost bittersweet. It's more sweet than bitter, though. Storm clouds brewing. It's almost time for Stormblood. Wonder what episode that's gonna fall on. It'll probably be at least a few more episodes before I wrap up everything before taking on the last of the main story quest stuff. I want to start Stormblood on a good episode number, though. I guess we didn't exactly start Heavensward on a great episode number, but I guess it was a good enough number. There you are. Enjoying the night sky? Seems like she's fine. Oh, Komori, your presence is ever like a gentle breeze on a summer's day. Whatever brings you back to the home of the Vanu? Oh, but if that isn't the most succulent-looking Wamora Kampa Linuvani has ever seen. Linuvali. How many times must I say it? I am not a Wamura anything, and I am most certainly not to be eaten. I am the vast Deftarm, and I am an adventurer. Please tell her, Master. He's food. Eat him. A thousand pardons, friend Deftarm. Linuvali's nose was deceived by your most inviting aroma. Oh, he smells good? Well, I guess that's a good thing. Do not worry, you are safe with Linuvali. That said, I fear I have seen and heard nothing of this masked man of whom you speak. Linuvali did not mean to cause brother to worry. Linuvali simply came here to practice her new dance. New dance, you say? Linuvali would show it to you, but she fears that there is not much yet to be worthy of showing. But of course, Surely you have encountered a new dance in your travels, Komoi. A dance unlike any seen by Gundu or your kind. If you know of such a dance, pray show it to Linuvali, that it might be as a lightning bolt of inspiration. I mean, we got better things to do. But yeah, we want to show off our new dance. Dancing? I do not mean to trouble you, Master. Or, do not mean to doubt you, Master. But surely there are more important matters that demand our attention. There are, exactly what I said, but we are going to dance. Nothing new, okay. Think I have it on the hotbar even. There we go. The quest dialogue even said show her a dance she has never seen. I guess they don't tell you exactly which dance to use, but... Maybe I should have tried some other dances to see the failed dialogue. But yeah, since it's the intersocietal quest, you use the dance that you got from doing the Mughal Society quests. Yes, yes. Vigor and vitality wells up from within Linuvali, like a fount gushing skyward from the earth. This is the bolt of inspiration I have so long sought. With this, Linuvali will create a dance that will go down in Gundu history. What is it with this dancing? And you, Master, forget these overgrown birds. I would have thought you, of all people, would understand the seriousness of our task. We are never going to find that masked man bouncing around like fools. He's pouting. 1,000 pardons, friends. Neither Komoi nor Linuvali meant to offend. We sympathize with your plight, but pray understand, to Ivanu, dance is not foolishness. Oh no. It is an act as sacred as life and death. If it does not help you in your quest, Linuvali is sorry, and yet... Shush, Master, over there. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but if my eyes see true, that is... Oh, it's a naked man. We've seen this naked body before. I knew it. It's him. You there. Who are you? And what have you done to Gullinbursti? It's weird. It's weird that we've seen this naked body before, but we have. And we've seen this exact pair of underwear before. Can a man not enjoy a bath in peace? Yeah, put the camera right over that. Then again, I know better than to expect common courtesy from beastmen brutes, even those who would want to travel with more civilized types. Well, well, now there's a face I thought I'd never see again. I never thought... Oh, I did read that right. This game, I flub it so many times that I think, even when I read it right, I flubbed it. Though I suppose you would say the name of Nazar, or you would say the same of Nazar Job, wouldn't you, old friend? Mayhap you've come to thrill and delight me, for old time's sake. We don't remember your name. We remember your goofy underwear. We don't remember your name, though. I asked you a question, Volrogue. What did you do to the dragon Gullinbursti? You will give me an answer, or I, the deft arm, will beat one out of you. A brute and a beast you may be, but you have spirit. If you did not repulse me so, I might almost like you. Here is your answer. I did my job, and nothing more. A simple task, to scour the turning mist for a mighty dragon, and pierce his scales with a single bullet. A bullet that would warp his mind and twist his heart, destroying any semblance of the noble creature he once was, until all that remained was a brute consumed with pure animal rage. A beautiful thing, is it not? What? What madness is this? The hearts of others are not yours to control. Curious words coming from one of your kind. Go back to your hive, Nass. You were never meant to possess a mind of your own. You know nothing of me. I am the vast deft arm, an adventurer just like the master who trained me. I have tracked you, and I have found you, and I will see you answer for your deeds. Oh, but my ears must be playing tricks on me. For a moment there, I thought I heard the witless antling say he was an adventurer. It's actually poetic. It's super poetic. They made the vast Death Arm like the point of view character, whatever you would call it, the focal character of this questline. And it's in stark contrast to this guy who looks down on the quote-unquote beast tribes and is also an adventurer himself. They're sort of like polar opposites. In a way, kind of. Silence. I am more of an adventurer than you will ever be. Now answer me. What master do you serve? And what does he mean to do a school in Bursty? I serve some imperial lackwit whose name I could not be bothered to remember. A fool's coin is worth as much as any man's, you see, and they tend to part with it more easily than most. Now would you mind lowering your weapon? As you can see, I am unarmed. Though I suppose I should know better than to expect decency from an animal. Don't fall for it. We didn't teach you to be decent. The Death Arm is no animal. Okay, we didn't teach him that, but he learned it all his own. All too easy. Didn't your master teach you not to trust me? I guess we kind of tried to. But he's too decent for you. You do not fight with honor. You're a quick learner, though not quick enough, I'm afraid. Now we know what what this can do to a dragon. I wonder what it might do to a gnat. No, she's innocent. Or a Vanu Vanu, even. Oh, yes. No, leave my friends alone, or I will rend the flesh from your bones. Yes, yes. Let me taste your fear and your hatred, your rage and despair. Despise me, abhor me, delight me. Who goes there? Who dares intrude on Gundu lands? And just when I was starting to get in the mood. But perhaps we might enjoy ourselves another way. My head, my body, my horns, they... Oh dear, it seems your friends aren't so friendly anymore. Well, do have fun killing each other. There's somewhere I must be. Quickly, Komoi, join the Nuvali, and together we will dance them away. The Sundrop dance does not reach them. The Nuvali knows not if she is ready, but there is no other way. Watch Komoi. Watch and move with the Nuvali. It's not just a dance of her people. It's a dance of all their people. By our powers combined, Incredible. What madness has taken us? Forgive us, Lunu Valley. We meant no harm. Yeah, run away. And we just unlocked the best dance in the game. Or one of them. I think we unlocked it. Lunu Valley knew she could count on Komoy. Even without practice, Komoy's motions matched Lunu Valley in perfect harmony, like we are sisters from the same nest. Komoy and Lunu Valley, Netherling and Gundu, dance as one. Different beings we are, but together we lift each other to new heights, and shine radiant light through the darkness. In honor of this, Lunu Valley would name her new dance, Moonlift Dance. A fine name, would you not agree? I mocked you, but your dance has proved stronger than I could ever be. When confronted with my greatest challenge yet, it is I who made a mockery of myself. A journey of respect and understanding, how appropriate. I think there's one more quest after this. We might as well make this a long episode, I guess. 90 minutes is about my limit, but it'll probably last around that much. Thanks to you, Komoy, Moonlift Dance is now complete, and is a shining success. When the storm has passed, we will hold a great celebration at Okundu Naki, and together, we will dance. Click click, forgive me, Master, for all you have taught me. I could do nothing against our foe, and he has eluded us again. Whatever shall we do? Do not lose heart, friend. For now let us return to Okundu Naki. Brother is surely worried for us, and Lunu Valley would put his heart at ease. Alright, and that is the end of the third quest, so the last quest might be a bit more meaty than the other ones, considering we have to actually catch this guy. I'm sure I can fit it within a 90-minute episode. Lunu Valley told Brother all about our encounter with the masked man, and how Lunu Valley and Komoy chased the threat away. Brother is eager to see our Moonlift Dance with his own eyes. Wherever shall we go now, Master? Shall we go after that masked man? Perhaps we might begin by tracking down the master he serves. Or perhaps we should return to Mogholm and share what we have learned with Master Mogson. Doubtless he is eager to know. Kupo-po, did somebody call? Well, look what we have here. A cuddly little Gallicat and a fledgling chick. Have you wandered from your nest to join Lunu Valley and her friends in dancing our new dance? Cat? Who are you calling a cat? I am Master Mogson of the Mogmenders, the renowned guild of craft moogles that repaired the ancient plaza of Barles. Perhaps you have heard of us, Kupo? And I am no fledgling. Did you not see these resplendent scales? I am Oldie, a mighty and powerful dragon. Cower in my wake. And just what are you supposed to be? Oh wait, that's not. Okay. I thought that was the Death Arm talking because he was moving, but that was just him gesturing. And just what are you supposed to be? Why, I have never seen such a portly, pudgy bird in my life. You do me too great an honor with your words, friend. My cheeks turn as red as a fiery sunset. I am Lunu Valley of the Gundu, and I bid you welcome to Okundu Naki. I do not think he meant that as a... Never mind. Master Mogson, Oldie, what brings you to this place? We traveled far and wide, over mountains and across skies, in pursuit of Golden Bursty. Our journey took us here, but just when we thought we had him, he evaded our paws, Kupo. We may have lost him, but we have now found you. I dare say today is not a total loss. Speaking of which, how did you and your pupil fare in your search for the masked man? Were you able to learn the truth of what he did to Gullinbursti? A weapon that can twist and warp the hearts of dragons and beasts. What a positively frightening proposition. The mere thought of it makes the fur on my back stand on end, Koopa. We did catch up with Gullinbursti, but he was even less receptive to our words than before. He only let out a mighty roar, then soared off to the northeastern skies in a rage. It was almost as if something were calling him there. Okay. I was wondering if maybe it was a bit too much of a coincidence that Gullinbursti flew over here while going crazy or whatever. But I guess there's a reason for it. They're kind of gathering, aren't they? It was almost as if something were calling him there. As much as it pains me to say it, I fear he may be gone for good, Koopa. Preposterous. Gullinbursti was as kind and noble a dragon as I've ever known. Surely there is a way to reach him and restore him to his senses. Click click. I must agree with Oldie. I saw it with my own eyes, I did. When Master and Linuvali danced together, the rage of the mad Gundu was quick to subside. Yes, Linuvali swears this is true. As dance can reach the heart of us Vanu, surely there is a way to call out to your dragon friend too. That's right. I know not yet what it might be, but we must try. Gullinbursti has clearly been summoned to some strange land by that masked man's wild master. We must set out to the northeast, and hurry to his side. Wait, friend. You do know what lies northeast of here, yes? It is as he saw, the land of nightmares where all Vanu are forbidden to tread. It is with great shame that Linuvali says she can accompany you no further, and after all Komoi has done for Linuvali. Think nothing of it. Nothing at all. This was a task for Master and I from the beginning, and Master and I will see it done. Is that not right, Master? Such powerful words, Kupo. I have the utmost confidence in you. And with that, I do believe I'll be heading back to Mogholm. My hammer is made for crafting, not fighting after all. You are going home? What foolishness is this? You care for your friend Gullinbursti, do you not? Surely there is some way you could be of service without fighting. Any way at all. That's right, Mogson. I thought you were a friend to dragons, to Gullinbursti, and to me. I'm sorry, but you will be better off without me. You must believe me, Kupo. Does that Moogle have no shame? It would seem I was right about him after all. He is a lazy do-nothing. A slacker, and nothing more. And the final quest in the chain. Linuvali wishes she could accompany you, Komoi, and yet Vanu tradition forbids me from setting foot into that forbidden land. Pray go in safety, my friend. Say it is not so. I thought Mogson was a friend to dragons, to Gullinbursti, and to me. Okay, here's where we get the dance. And even though they said they're not coming, there they are in the image for the quest. I know not what awaits us in this strange land, nor if we are up to the task, but as adventurers, we must press on with courage. Yes, great courage. Do you fancy your wings faster than my Kongamoto, O.D.? I suppose we shall see. The last one to Azzy saw is a rotten Naka egg. Huh, you think that overgrown gnat of yours is any match for the wings of a mighty dragon? Prepare to taste the sting of humiliation. I guess we're racing too. Come to think of it, we lost the last race. He did get here first. He was tied up, but he did get here first, so he did win that one. We're currently losing, I guess. And that's it. Let's see if we win this race. Oh, what's this? Oh, is that... Oh, I see, that's the last of the Shadow of Mach raid. That one's coming up. I'll be doing that wearing our Halloween outfit here, considering that's the most Halloween-themed raid that I can think of. Okay, they beat us. I guess we're just that slow. We've lost almost every race. The mighty oldie bested by a glorified insect? Inconceivable. Mark my words. In 100 years, I will have my revenge. I don't think he's gonna be, well, okay. I guess he can't race if he's dead. An island made of metal and machinery? It is strange to me, Master. Very strange. However are we to find Guldenbursti in such curious and forbidding environs? Worry not, my fearful, faint-hearted friend. This land may be unfamiliar to you, but not to me and my kind. Yes, I can feel the presence of mighty dragons all around us. Right. We need only stop one and ask politely if they have seen aught of Guldenbursti. Surely they would not be averse to lending a fellow dragon their wisdom. You are fortunate indeed that I have accompanied you here. Are you not? Yes, I dare say you are. The dragons here, I think, are more... well, they went crazy due to the Allegan torture, right? Were there any sentient dragons around here? I mean, other than the obvious one. But for reasons we can't talk to that one. Where? Where? There. That island. I guess all I really have to do is look in the top right corner and point my cursor in the general direction and we'll reach there eventually. That's my usual strategy without looking at the map. I guess the next episode is going to be, the last of the Warring Triad, up over there. So I guess we can use this as a segue. After we finish off this quest, we can say Komoi remembered the Warring Triad. After visiting Azislaw. Yeah, that'll be our segue for the next episode. The dragons in these parts are unobliging, very unobliging. Perhaps it would be best if I remained silent, and left the asking to Oldie. Dragons? Oh, I guess the amphitheaters are dragons. Amphitheaters. Not amphitheater. What is the meaning of this? My fellow dragons turn upon us one after the next, without listening to a word I have to say. I guess they're not tortured by Allegans. Well, I mean they are, but... the reason that they don't talk, I guess, is because they're tempered by Bahamut. Like after all these years even, I think. It is as if they've all been driven mad like poor Guldenbursti. Is there no dragon in this land who will listen to reason? No, wait, are we? Oh. Okay, well, I guess we can involve Tiamat. What happens if you... well, I guess I'm getting way ahead of myself, but... I wonder how this would work on my main character if I did this, like... well, whatever. But of course, Tiamat. Why did I not think of this myself? Yes, I understand about her torment and all, but I'm sure she'll not be averse to helping a future mighty dragon such as myself. Let us be off. Of course, Tiamat is just hanging out over here where she always is. Always. I just didn't think she could be involved in a side quest like this, but I guess she can be. We seek audience. You have to announce yourself that way whenever talking to Tiamat, because she's just so big. Ah, the child who does walk was my father. What bringeth thee and thine back to my forsaken abode? We're looking for a masked man. Did you see him? What's like your one vantage point here? I see thou dost travel with a child of mine own. Speak, child. What dost thou seek to visit me in my lair of desolation and woe? O great mother of dragons, many a tale of your suffering and sacrifice have I heard, from my friend Komoi here. I understand your agony and woe, truly I do, and I will let you return to your torment. Yeah, return to her torment. Just let her Suffer in peace. She loves it. She loves suffering. But my friends and I were just wondering, might a dragon by the name of Golden Bursty come this way? He's a friend of ours, you see. Quite large and red and... The name is not known to me, but yes, child, I have seen thy friend. A sorrowful sight he was, tearing through the skies, racked with wrath, as if his mind were no longer his own. He is not the first, and I fear he will not be the last. For it would seem there is one in these lands who wields an ancient power, one that can bring even mighty worms to heal. Oh, wait. This might even tie in with the Bahamut raids. Curse it all! Is there nothing we can do? Is Golden Bursty already lost to us? Abandon not hope, my child. The mind of a dragon is not so feeble as that. There is yet a way to bring back your friend. This I can assure you. But how? We have tried everything to no avail. What else is there we can do? 'Tis simple, child. Thou needest but call out to him with a roar summoned from the very depths of thine heart. That and that alone will stir your friend's heart, and return him to what he once was. But No, wait, I see. When we last saw Golden Bursty, I called out to him with words, but mere words could not reach him. Thou dost see true. Now, tarry not in this den of woe, but fly swiftly to the floating island that lies northeast of here, and to thy friend's side. Free him from his misery, and leave me to mine own. I shall do my best. Thank you, Mother Tiamat. And please, try not to suffer too much, won't you? But she loves it. She loves suffering. Let her suffer. I cannot help but feel like we could have shown a bit more compassion to that poor dragon. But I suppose we had little choice. Yes, little choice. In any event, we now know our destination, or we know our destination now. So let us be off. I am reminded of days long past, where mine own were met young, when mine own were yet young. Go forth, child of man, that this young one might be spared of similar fate. Hang in there. Northeast, you say? All the way on the opposite side of the world? It'd be faster to teleport here and go laterally. Yeah. We'll save a little bit of time, I guess. It's kind of neat how they tie in all of the different societies, like their whole deals, into this quest line. The dancing of the Vanu Vanu, the roar of the dragons, and, of course, with Deafdarm as an adventurer as the focal point, with his, dramatic symmetry, whatever you would call it. The dark mirror, that is, the Zabga, or whatever his name is. Can't be bothered to remember his name. Is his name even still in the chat log? Nazar Job. I was close. Kind of, I think. And of course the crafting of the Moogles, except that hasn't really come into play yet, has it? I'm sure it will, though. They appeared in the image for the title screen, or not the title screen, the mission acceptance tooltip screen. So I'm sure Lena Volley and Mogzin are on their way right now. Probably. Or maybe they just appear at the very end when we're done. Oh, this area. Look, I found him. He may look angry, but just wait until he hears my roar. He'll be the Golden Bursty we know and love in no time. I'm certain of it. Where? Over there? Does he, like, appear in the world? I don't see him. It's Golden Bursty, and he's not alone. Come, Master. Let us make that villain pay. That's elegant technology for you. One clean shot, and even a mighty dragon can be brought to heel. Now I need only fit this Neuralink about his neck, and he will be my loyal dog, ever at my beck and call. Yeah, this is stuff relating back to the lore from all the way back in the Bahamut raids. The first boss that you fought from the first tier of raids was, I don't remember the name, but it had a Neuralink around it and I was controlling it basically. And it was like its own whole mechanic where you had to destroy the Neuralink and stand inside it to avoid attacks or something like that. Point is, it's lore that actually echoes all the way forward into here, which is neat. Then the fools at the Academy will know. They will gasp in awe, then hang their heads in shame and chagrin. Until they die, they will rue the day they underestimated Drusus Malsoranus. We are not going to bother remembering your name. Mal, huh? How does Mal work with the Guardian names? We barely know some of them. Like Van means you're a leader? Like Gaius Van Balsar? I don't even remember that one very clearly. Guldenbursty, can you hear me? It is I, your proud pupil, Old D. You villains! What have you done to Guldenbursty? Followed us here, have you? That's almost impressive. As for your friend, he's simply taking a little nap. Fortunately for you, I might add. Who are these intruders? Did you lead them here? Never mind. I'll double, no, triple your pay. Exterminate them at once. Thank you for the offer, but I think I'll decline. Why, you've already given me something of far greater value. This toy, for one, and some most amusing playmates. What say you, beastman adventurer? Will you face off against your dragon friend in a battle to the death? Feel your wounds, taste your tears, and fight until your puny body can give no more? Oh, nothing would delight me more. Yeah, this guy's whole thing is making the quote-unquote beast tribes act like beasts or something, even though it's all a self-fulfilling prophecy or whatever. He's an instigator, that's all. What do you think you're doing? Hand over my bracelet. Without it, I... Okay, well, we didn't have to remember his name for good reason. Stop this madness, Guldenbursty. I beg of you. Stay your hand, Master. There is still good in him. Through the anger and rage, I know his mind is fighting to break free. No, he knows. This is exactly his story. His whole story was the One Mind. Wow. The dramatic poetry and all that, whatever it's called. Guldenbursty, please, you must listen to me. I say, Guldenbursty, stop this at once, Kupo. No. Mogzin. Mogzin, no. Guldenbursty, return to us, please. What is this place? Guldenbursty, thank the heavens. And it was I. It was my roar that brought him back. And yet, Mogzin, say it is not so. Yeah, Mogzin's dead. You are the one who did this to me. and I'm just as happy to do it again. Ah, page are back. That's why they call him the Deft Arm. Not if we have anything to say about it, right, my friends? I put the wrong inflection on that. Curses. Once again, my marvelous mannequin comes to the rescue. Though I must say, I was hoping to make a more dramatic entrance, Kupo. I, for one... No wait, that's Deft Arm. I, for one, thought it most impressive. Very impressive. Thank you, friend Mogson, for coming to our aid. Another mockery, and here I was about to shed a tear for you. You owe me an apology, I say. I didn't know you had it in you, the Nuvali. Oh wait, that's the Nuvalu. The Nuvanu? The Nuvanu. Forgive me, my friends. I did much thinking. And while the importance of tradition cannot be ignored, I could not very well send my truest friends into the eye of the storm alone. You have ever been a rainbow of hope and succor to us, friends. It seemed only fair that we return the favor in kind. By our powers combined. His old trump card, diving off the edge of a cliff and landing into an airship. I'm pretty sure he's done that before, right? I think so. For a cackle of brutes, you have been a most entertaining diversion. Enjoy your victory, short-lived as it may be, for I shall return, and you can be sure I will not forget this day. Not so fast. I do not call myself the Deft Arm for nothing. Okay. Holy crap. That's insane. Okay, that's why they call him the Deft Arm. To tell the truth, I followed you all the way here, concealing myself with magics as we Moogles are wont to do. You see, Kupo, I realized the only way I could help was with my pranks. And to deceive our foe, I first had to deceive you. You will forgive me, yes? You made us think you died. It was a pretty funny prank. Without your pranks, we would not have triumphed today. I'm sorry, very sorry, for ever suggesting it was any less than a remarkable art. Oh, thank you, Kupo. And the way you shot down that airship. Pray forgive me for asking an adventurer of your skill to haul rocks and crack Kupo nuts. Yeah, actually, they should employ this guy as a sniper, not just like the Moogles or the goblins. He should be hired by like all the countries across the world as like some sort of deadly assassin. Well now, if we're all going to sit around heaping praise on one another, do not forget that it was none other than I who brought Guldenbursty back to us. Mogson, you saw my most triumphant and mighty roar, did you not? Roar? After Guldenbursty roasted my mannequin, I was so frightened that I averted my eyes and plugged my ears for the rest of the battle. Did I miss something, Kupo? Did you miss something? I've half a mind to roar you into oblivion, you noodle-brained Moogle. I owe you all a debt of gratitude this day. Many years have I lived, but never have I seen so many and multivarious beings come together for a common cause. It inspires me to strive for the same. It even ties into this guy's story too, because he's all the way from back when the Mughals and the Elysian and the dragons first worked together to put together Barles, La Plaza. And now he's seeing all of these other species just come together for him, basically. Kind of a crazy life to live, I guess. And you, old he. It would seem it was your roar that freed me from my madness. You have grown strong, and in so short a span. Impressive indeed. Just you watch. In another 300 years, I'll be bigger and stronger than you will ever be. And I will welcome that day, young one. Now let us bid farewell to this accursed land, and return home. Fear not if you don't remember the way, Guldenbursty. Just stay close by my side. I'll see you home safely. Shall we return as well, Master? My friends, if you are not in a great hurry, pray stop over in Okundunaki on your way. The feast we had planned is long overdue, and I dare say that now, there is all the more reason to celebrate. Let us dance until the stars give way to the sun, and back again. Turns out this quest was quite as meaty as I thought it might be. I think I should have actually split this up between 2 episodes, now that I think about it. It's too late now, maybe. I think. I have split one episode, like one long episode, into 2 episodes before. With editing or whatever. I don't really feel like editing. I guess it's fine as all one episode, maybe. I have heard, Master. They say that this village too was born as a result of your efforts. If you would not mind telling it, I would very much like to hear that story one day. Very much indeed. They say that there is a settlement of Mughals in the Sea of Clouds. I'm afraid of journeying too far on my own, but perhaps next time we might go there together, Kupo. Where? Here? Where, though? I don't actually know. I mean, there's like this one Mughal island, but do the Mughals actually hang out there? I might be forgetting some lore here. All of Okundunaki waits in eager anticipation to see our moonlift dance. If Komori is ready, the Nuvali is ready as well. Let the festivities begin. Come now, my friends, let us dance this dance together, that we might build a double rainbow to span the skies. Leave it to me. We Mughals know a thing or two about dancing. Come to think of it, this dance seems somehow familiar, Kupo. What? I fear these legs are not made for dancing. Clumsy they are, very clumsy. No, but he's doing it. They gotta start calling him Deathleg now. Probably one of the best intersocietal quest rewards there is. I don't remember what we got for the last intersocietal quest from A Realm Reborn. That's right, we just got the stupid mask from that guy. I mean, it's fine as a glamour, but who wants to remember that guy? That was a feast and a dance for the ages, my friends, and never would this day have come, if it were not for Komoi and the bond she has forged among us all. May they ever hold strong. But of course, Kupo, let us dance together, Linu Valley, and make mirth and merry for many years to come. And we are happy as well to share the art of pranks and artifice with Savas, who understand us oh so well. Just you watch. Next time, I will devise a trick so devious that it will make the palm on your head spin. They can spin, yes? They can, and they're detachable. Master, it was an honor and a pleasure to adventure with you once more. I thought I knew the world, but I see now that it is wider and vaster than I ever imagined. Still, I feel I have seen and grown much through this journey. You've only seen like the Heavensward areas, there's still so much more to see. You will always be my master, but I feel as if, little by little, I am becoming your peer. Well, with that sniper shot, I guess we can't replicate that ourselves, so yeah, sure, our peer. Forgive me for being forward, but might I call you Komoi from time to time? I guess we've graduated him from Komoi-san to Komoi-kun? I don't know. Maybe just Komoi, dropping the honorific as you do in Japanese anime. Komoi, a most impressive name indeed. Clearly, you are always destined for great things. Yes, very great. I'm honored to call myself your pupil. Until our next adventure. I think I'm gonna miss the Death Darm, like miss having him in quests and whatnot. Maybe when the game is like almost completely wrapped up, all expansions and everything. Maybe it'll have like an inter-societal quest. A quest where you combine all the societies that you help throughout the entire game. If anyone is interested in that, I know I would. And we're allied with everyone. And we now have like all this stuff from all of these guys. Most importantly, we got the dance. Through your efforts, your allies of all shapes and sizes across Ishgard have forged bonds of friendship that promise to remain strong through the years. You are truly a hero to societies across the realm. We are indeed. We're also an all-star. Thank you, achievement. So where is that new emote? It'd be under emotes, obviously. Moonlift dance. Add that one to the hotbar. And the new things that we unlocked are basically new colors for the outfit that we basically already have. We had the blue one before, but now we have the Zundu version of this. And we can also get the Nath version of the Vath outfit, I guess. Which I don't know what color that is, but I guess we'll get those and put that into our glamour dresser. For now, though, the episode's gone on long enough, so let's retire over here in Mordona. I really should have made this its own episode. I could have made this like a 45-minute episode and then do some side quests for 15 minutes. But it turns out this was all one big episode. Lesson learned, I guess. At least I hope it's lesson learned. So we're not here for the main quest. After that experience in Azzy's Saw, Komori is reminded of all the dangers of elegant technology. So she's here to check in on Unukalhai. See if that last bit of the Warring Triad is something that we're ready to take on. And if we're not, we'll rally his spirits with our brand new dance. Now would be a good time to take a break.